Other than that, now I have to delete the one that I did go live recently, if it's on there. But it was only like 5 seconds, so, which is not on there. Alright. Alright, refreshing my page from my YouTube channel homepage. So, alright. Alright, let's try this again. No, screw the full screen, damn it. Actually, this would be better. 1080p. Alright, there we go. Yep, everything's good to go. I'm playing Madden 17 again, so yeah. It's been a while since I played this, since my last one. It was like a week or 2 weeks ago, and whatnot, which is preseason 2016. So wait, now I'm gonna start weekly training. So, and yes, I'm leaning back and whatnot. So, D-pass protocols. Alright, D-pass protocols. Not only that, I'm going by where it says for offensive play and defensive play. If you haven't played Madden 17 or 18, I don't know about 18, but 17 you have to do this. Make your team better and more experienced and ready to play. So, this is how we do it. Mutt squads, play level live, long shot.
Alright, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not gonna win. So let's get out there and let's have a good practice, huh?
I don't know what mistakes they're talking about. Throw to triangle or X. Brown or Williams. Oh, third Williams. Complete a pass. Mike Wallace. No. Alright, that was just the drill. This is different. This is actual. Nice catch, Brown. Who was that? Oh, that was my Wallace.
The pressure is on. This one is for the gold.
Men, you're gonna like what you see in the film room this afternoon, because today was a great practice. The coaching staff, we can't ask for much more. You guys consistently do that, and we are gonna find ourselves in the playoffs. Good stuff.
The gold is the better, is the best you can do. Literally, the best. Alright, drill. This is the drill part. Come on. Oh, really? Did not enter the... Okay. Did not enter the spot. Really? Oh. Okay. Of course. Continue. Prevent a touchdown. Damn, he picked him up and stopped him. What I have to do, prevent a touchdown. Alright, for the gold.
Men, you're gonna like what you see in the
Alright,
film room this afternoon because today was a great practice. The coaching staff, we can't ask for much more. You guys consistently do that, and we are gonna find ourselves in the playoffs. Good stuff.
Got gold on defense territorial. No, I got a gold on offense drill and defensive drill. The other ones really don't count for anything. There's no gold or anything. It's only the drill that I get gold on. Normal. 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 Alright, continue. Now to the game. But before I do the game, I am going to get some water. I have a water bottle right here. So I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. As you probably saw, I was back when I was lighting a cigarette before I said anything. So. Alright, I'm playing against New Orleans Saints, and I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers. Get road preseason win. Right now in preseason, I am 2-0.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Steelers going up against the Saints. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, week 3 of the preseason. We're getting there. Opening night on the horizon. Here, the Madden video game even came out on Tuesday, so you know we're close. But this is the week you use as your dress rehearsal, isn't it?
It is. You go over everything as you would on opening day when it actually counts. They'll regulate how much the starters play, but this is probably the game they play the most in the preseason. And don't forget, after this game, the rosters get pared down to 75 guys.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th year from Michigan State. It's Kirk Cousins.
A consummate leader, a conscientious guy, a 3-time captain while he was at Michigan State, patiently waited for his opportunity and seized it in Washington in 2015 and became the leader that team was looking for.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
All right, here we go.
Hey, by the way, I'm live.
Second down, Cousins. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Just let you know I'm live, so I don't know if you're
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first.
Right.
But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Yeah. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. 3-19.
All right.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How many times do we hear from coaches getting north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts.
Yeah.
That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown.
Wow. Yeah, I know.
Now Brown. He will not go down. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown taking it in. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't really worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point.
Oh, damn.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Yeah.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Terrence Knighton's nickname, Pot Roast, was given to him, and he didn't like it at first. Now he says, don't call me Terrence. Holds down the middle against anyone trying to run the football.
What?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Yep.
Green 39. Green 39.
A second down throw for Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, Cousins. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him
Yeah,
and keep
if you
him
want, you
short
can
of
watch
the
my
first.
broadcast here. I'm playing Madden 17.
He gets this one
Yep.
away, and boy, it's another
I'm
boomer.
playing as
With it is Brown. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
And at his best, Robert Griffin III can be almost mesmerizing to watch. Not just for us as fans, but also for defenses. And he can really carve them up with his arm and his legs. If he puts it all together, look out. You've got a long game ahead of you.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On the stop was T.J. McDonald. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
I would too.
They'll go again with Bell. Ooh, with a juke. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell. One of the better body transformations I've seen from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think they think he can top that this year.
I don't think there's any question about it.
And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
I played college football at the same time as T.J. McDonald's father, Tim. And what a great player he was. T.J. definitely is following in his father's footsteps.
No, the 60s.
On second down, it's Bell. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
That one goes for 24 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first.
I'm often struck when I watch LaShawn McCoy play. How
Really?
often you just watch him, and you can almost get mesmerized by his style, and then, boom, there's another 20-plus yard run. It's amazing how he pulls it off.
Yeah, his former second-round pick out of Pittsburgh, still doing it in the league at a very, very high level. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And it's up and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but
I know,
sometimes
babe.
there's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing, Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw is Cousins. Green Beckham has it over the middle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Muscles him off. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in
Thank
the
you,
air,
Ashley.
three
That was
things
so
can
sweet.
happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Play action. Now Griffin. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Griffin. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Jericho Contry was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
He's going to look deep down the field. And
There.
this is incomplete.
There's a flag. There's a flag.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass
Except.
interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
Griffin. And his throw here's incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm running it, damn it.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Room here to run. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 46 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Cousins. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Green Beckham's got it complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it'll bring up third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
That's caught inside the 20 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mike Wallace, 70 yards, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's where they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, and they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time. And on 2nd and 10 now.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here's Cousins, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I miss you too, Ashley.
Hey, watch left, watch left. Silver. Here we go, check. Blue 10, Blue 90. 94 the mic, 95.
On play action, Cousins. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 2nd down. On second down, Cousins again. A dump off to Sims. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it again with Sims. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball.
Hang on. Hey, Ashley, can you hear, Grant G Gigs?
Very happy.
Now the former rushing champ, this is Arian Foster. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle
said
was
no.
there right away for a loss of yardage.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where
Because
it
he's in the
is.
party chat, Ashley.
Everything looked good.
And he's watching us play.
Sometimes, though,
while
the ball
watching
just
me
doesn't want to
play.
go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And Le'Veon's mother, Lisa, she grew up a huge Steelers fan, so she's got to love this. Her team's winning. Her son's doing the thing for her team. All good, right?
Did she have a plug into the scouting department, into the front
Maybe
office
she
to
was
make sure
placing
this
calls.
happened? That's a big-time deal for her right there. How happy is she out of date? A lifelong dream of her team with her baby starring on it.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Play action. Now Griffin. That's caught at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Gary Barnidge, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Cousins from the gun on third. And this is going to be incomplete. Stills the intended target, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight.
Yeah, right.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. To throw is RG3. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 33 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Well, partner, you know I always tend to lean towards the defensive guys. But in this case, I have no defense. How about that run right there?
Yeah, just a tip of the cap to Le'Veon Bell, and that's what he can do. You think some people back in 2013 that had first-round picks wish that they would have taken him?
That's when you go back to your scouting department and say, what exactly did we miss here? Maybe some people have some new jobs. He's a big-time player. And if they don't start getting him on the ground here quickly, he's going to pile up a huge game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that big skid around the yard.
Yeah, puts it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Now Bell. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We'll head back to New Orleans after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll come out in the pistol. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this will be taken at the 13. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines?
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. LaShawn McCoy ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Foster on 2nd down. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Take it at the 37. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But what about them just taking it big time?
LaShawn McCoy off to the races and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. LaShawn McCoy on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
More now. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
But they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Here's Clemens. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. McCoy. He juked him. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Clemens steps away. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They come up in an offset eye. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here's McCoy. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. And defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see.
Rashad Perryman is just gifted athletically, and I know we got a scare back in, what was it, June? We thought maybe a second knee injury, might miss a second year, but he came back, and he came back strong.
You played with his dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I played against his dad in college, and he turned out to be a heck of an NFL player. But Rashad, he's got a chance to really be special. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now Moore, and hauled in here by Rivera. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards there on the catch and run. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll drop to throw. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll hand off to Foster. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Eric Walden able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. Heading back out there now, the Saints defense. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, gotten pushed around, so to speak.
Oh, wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aaron Burbridge, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep it? And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Trent Cole. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers defense getting ready here.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
The drive will start with Arian Foster. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Thomas has got it. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there at 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Offense needs 11, have to think pass here on 3rd down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been in a pretty good groove. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers defense, we watch them get set to go. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Well, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. You want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Oh, yeah.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver, 81 yards. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and 2. 52 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. A first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Again, they run with Burkhead. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Major Wright. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
What a spin. They find some open field here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
This seems almost like a mathematical equation here. LaShawn Shady McCoy goes for big yards running the ball. His team is winning the game. Seems
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. LaShawn McCoy joining only Gale Sayers' his men with a 6-touchdown performance in a single game. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
Thank you. Me. 80. Right now it's going to be
Tucker
90
now for the extra point.
to 3.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Later. Where you going? Oh.
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Walden in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Moore now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So that's their 3rd trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
No, check. Patriot. Let's go. 3-19.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Blue 90.
Here's Clemens. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. In the red zone this time.
Thank you, baby.
Here we go now.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Oh, what a move. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Saints have more total yards, but that hasn't helped them here as they're being blown out. The Steelers will just try and hold this lead in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Saints will punt it away. Brown's going to get a shot here, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone, giving them an early lead. Steelers with the ball midway through the first. Here, Wallace will make the catch in traffic. And this two-play drive goes for a touchdown midway through the second quarter. Herbert just got nobody around him on the catch, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown, continuing a high-scoring half. Now 1st and 10. McCoy's got a running lane here. He gone as he sprints into the end zone as they continue to dominate. Saints set the punt away. Williams is going to return the punt, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Steelers offense still getting it done. Offense on the field now after the pick. McCoy is going to shift out to the right side, and he'll run it in from 76 yards out, continuing a crazy first half. 1st and 10. McCoy is going to look for space, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half two. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Williams to return. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm.
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aaron Burbridge ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And nobody was open downfield there. It looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
This is taken at the 15. And he's loose again. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver. 84 yards. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
Brandon, his second punt return for a touchdown in this game. Where's Marvin? That's got to be somewhere near a record, right?
Well, it ties the record, as you know. Been done 14 times coming into 2016. Hasn't been done since 2012 until that moment. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They keep it in the hands of Foster. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
On third down, Foster. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The veteran Carlos Dansby in on the stop. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, here's McCoy. And he's got some space here. The 20. And a cut. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. LaShawn McCoy extending the NFL record with his 8th touchdown of the game. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And he's able to put it through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arian Foster now gearing up to go again on offense. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he fields it cleanly. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, it's just...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Frank Gore, 29 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A first down carry for Foster. And some room to maneuver. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go again with Foster. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Billy Wynn in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. LaShawn McCoy shattering the NFL record with his 9th touchdown. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
Can't be any more fun than that play for our back. A long running play that results in a touchdown. He's going to grin all the way back to the bench.
Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing. And it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. This is Foster. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They run. It's Foster. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. 3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trent Cole in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Moore. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Rivera. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So they're operating in the red zone. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Trent Cole in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Now 4th down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints defense, we watch them get set to go. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aaron Burbridge, 71 yards. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back,
130 points.
I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. And they really dug in deep on that last drive. They gave up quite a bit of yardage. Somebody must have said something in the huddle, though, because they got a big stop.
And someone on the sideline said, what took you guys so long before you dug in on that possession? But you're exactly right. To be able to grit it out at the end after giving up such a long drive, they have to feel better about themselves. Now they want to start this possession and not let it get to that extent.
Right, because they gave up the 3 last time. See if they can stop them here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they're allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Hang on.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On the run, it's Foster. And Foster loses the football. It's out. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turn.
Hang on. I send you a friend request, James. You didn't accept my friend request yesterday. I'll be right back. Hey, James. Oh. I'm back. Taco! Did, did somebody say Taco Tuesday? Why? Oh. No. I... Hang on. Broadcast settings. Audio. Yeah, it says broadcast settings. Event settings. No, they can hear you. It just has to be through you. Mm. Hang on. I've done it through a headset multiple times, actually. Uh-huh. Yeah. Coaching. Depth chart. Wait, who's this? Second string. Start on. There you go. Oh. Nope. Nope. Yep. Yep. Yeah, so is mine.
if there's ever a good time to do it.
Preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now.
A carry for a long-time Saint. It's Reggie Bush.
Whoosh.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Reggie Bush, 36 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Trent
Cole bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. Second down sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time
Reggie
out.
And
Bush.
now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Reggie Bush, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, you're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goal post.
Wait, what?
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now
You
is a
gave
little
me
more
terrible
consistency. Move the
intention.
ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
You notice I said that pretty slow, right?
Here we go now. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Now let's go. Blue line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. This is taken at about the 14. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, gotten pushed around.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
They'll look to throw here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. LaShawn McCoy making a mockery of the NFL record books with his 10th touchdown of the game. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers defense getting ready here. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess
Oh,
that's why they
fuck
call
you.
running backs and not catching backs.
More now. And he comes back with one complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it.
You saw that,
right? Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Taken in at the 11. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Hey, we got 4. Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
What?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. Got a man over the middle.
No.
It's Williams. They got
I've
18
been
yards
playing
out of
Madden
that
for
one,
a
and it
while,
gets them a new
and
set of downs.
they had very shitty ones.
So they're on that play offensively.
And
They were in the
they
crossing
came out
route.
with
Defense was in
this
zone
one
coverage. So as a
played.
former DB, how
15
tough is it to defend
really
that?
sucked.
It's really difficult because your natural
never played
inclination is to chase the
16.
receiver and maybe leave your
I
zone.
played
So you have
Madden
to have
25, which
discipline in order
sucked. I
to
played
talk to your other coverage
Madden
guys
12,
and let him know that that
which
receiver's
sucked.
crossing from your zone
I
to the next zone. He's
played
coming your
Madden
way. Make sure you have him.
11,
And then when the ball is
8,
actually thrown,
10.
secure the tackle. When they're moving
played-
on crossing
played
routes, if you miss a
9.
tackle, it usually results in a big play.
So the incomplete pass brings up
Of
second
course, I
down.
played the old school Madden where you plug the thing into the TV.
They'll look to throw again. And
Oh,
incomplete there.
you
A
dick.
nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Luke Wilson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's
doing it.
belting it out right
She's
now.
going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Flat out finished.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
This is
unprofessional.
unprofessional.
The punter doesn't exist, guys.
This
He
always
doesn't exist. He's not a
unprofessional.
team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Moore. And this will be incomplete. And you really can't pin that one
Well,
on
you're
the
not gonna
quarterback,
watch
Charles. The
the
O-line,
rest
they've
of the
got to
game.
protect
It's only
that.
14
And they know it.
minutes left.
That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Eh?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Eric Walden in there to get him again.
Wait,
the third
between me
time
and
he's
Ashley, we
sacked him
live
here
in
tonight.
You know, on
Pennsylvania.
these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it
Pennsylvania.
break down?
She
Sometimes
lives
it's
in
just
the
a great play.
boondocks, and I live in the city.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. so dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
There's people that have been on breathing machines for
and Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Yeah,
and that
for
last
the rest
drive,
of the
a
life,
long
actually.
drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this is going to be incomplete.
What?
He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and that'll bring up second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he
Oh,
get
wow.
there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Yeah.
And quickly they get to the line. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Trying to punch it across with Bush. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Here's Bush on 4th down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Again, this is Foster. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made there by Quentin Dimms.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Let's go!
Wow.
Green 39!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Green 39!
Back to throw now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end that time, Michael Rivera. And now it's second down. Second down following the incompletion.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
39!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And that's incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Tight right. Here we go now. 3-19!
Moore now. Drops it underneath to Thomas. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play. It's cover 2 bust though. I got an interception with it.
To throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Man up 3 deep.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end. 3 down. 3 down. Set. Green 39.
Now Moore. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Arian Foster out of the backfield. And that brings up 4th down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. This complete over the middle. Burbridge. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll look to throw. He's going to, this is caught at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
And they just hit another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're... And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! Reggie Bush, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
Oh,
this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Another pistol look here.
Green 39! Green 39!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Yeah.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost
Ashley.
feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
James calls it bullshit.
More now. Trying to get it to
Intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove.
I would have had it, but it got knocked out.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Caught left side, Williams. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they got 29 yards there. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll hand it off to Bush, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Reggie Bush tying a career high with his 4th touchdown of the game. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
You hear them with this thing?
No, she's
on like the 5th tune at
yeah,
this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Penalty. Out of bounds, but yeah.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the
Screw you,
kickoff
ref.
sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Blue 90! Blue
to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Oh, no.
10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Rivera, 60 yards. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Oh, he's wide open. Oh, that's what I'm saying. He's wide open. But
now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh!
Sean McCoy off to the races. And into the end zone. Touchdown,
watch the
Pittsburgh.
replay. You want
Sean McCoy. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16.
Oh,
and he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And hauled in here by Rivera. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds his man, Griffin. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
11 yards on the pickup, and the Saints are going to get a 1st down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Now let's go. 3-19.
Now more. On the left side, this is Stills. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it, is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. And fourth down coming up. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Watch this. Watch it. Yeah.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Yeah.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
My play from the kickoff?
Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Nope. I'm not going to let him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Complete, the tight end Rivera. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down and 4. Moore now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, he flew past 200, 300, and 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Be 1st and 5.
And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
I wanted to blitz a little bit, get a head start, but I didn't really work.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Cover 2
Unable to connect
5.
on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. I'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So the hard count gets him there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Foster alone in the backfield.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw again. That's caught at the 3. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They faked the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Still first down.
Now a shotgun snap is they'll... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by J-Ron Hosley. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the defense stands tall. The two-point try is no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Moore. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Moore now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Taking it right down Broadway. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Green 39! Green 39!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds his man, Griffin. It's a gain of 5. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So how many points did I score in the 4th? Let's see. I didn't catch it on TV. 24 points. Actually, 52 points. 34, 63, 63, 52. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next one, maybe tomorrow or over the weekend. But if you are new, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like if you like. But I'm trying to get more subscribers and whatnot. So, please hit the subscribe. Please hit the like. Alright, thank you. And let me do auto upgrade. I do have to save. Yes. There's that one. And this one. Yes. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next video.